Hi Mark. Yeah, I would like to share some of my ideas with you or my problems where I would like actually to become Switzerland because I really like Switzerland. I really love a lot of beautiful landscape around this country, and I was just missing this country really for quite a long time. And so I decided to return and I decided just to get a Swiss citizenship. I do understand that my music, well, my opera underground is just a beginner opera. This is just something like a child opera, and it was written by me on a road. So if I would be having a chance to have a house and to have a normal grand piano next to me and computer certain programs, obviously I would be just making this opera like a normal three-act opera and expand it and prolongate some areas or add some additional areas. So it would be different working style because I'm on the road. I'm just able to write per hand manually, and I'm jumping around Europe kind of. But if I would be having a chance to kind of build up a museum of mine and had something like an apartment or like for example Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart has had this apartment in Salzburg which is called Mozart's house, which is actually not a house itself but it's just an apartment. So I'm not even having something like that, and that would be actually security chance for having a decent museum of a composer, and that would be actually minimum what a country should have been giving me. Because I'm a composer and I'm an opera composer, and opera composers are really very rare. This is something like one person per 1 billion because nobody's writing opera right now. Okay, so I was expecting this treatment at least from Germany, but Germany is a very vicious and very evil country. Unfortunately, they're just very sadistic towards me. So I decided to switch to Switzerland because Otto Frank is my great grandfather, and he was just leaving to Basel, and I think he was quite happy here. I'm just really interested in becoming Swiss citizen. As for my opera being Jewish, being not Jewish, it's once again I'm on the road, and honestly I'm a Catholic, and if I would be having a chance to work in a normal environment, like having a piano, having a well, at least a piano and at least a computer, that would be more maybe more Jewish as it is. Well, I think that Tchaikovsky's writing is on like not being a birdkeeper, okay? So it's not like about how very Jewish my opera is. Because in this opera and in this book, you don't read anything about them reading Torah day and night. You are learning about them, learning French words and learning Greek and doing something very different. So, in my opinion, this family was enormously adopting itself to the Catholic measurements of Amsterdam or to Holland, because otherwise, no Dutch people could never serving food and getting them fresh products and vegetables and all that day by day because this is an incomprehensible service. So I just like to understand that yes, there is more Jewish opera, there's less Jewish opera. I was not having a goal to write the most Jewish opera in the world, because the most Jewish opera in the world in music would be probably sung in a synagogue and not on an opera stage, because my opera is explaining that Anna Frank was accepting Jesus Christ as Son of God. So I'd like actually the world to be more Christian, because Christian countries are more peaceful countries, and they have a much more tendency to allow their citizens to have education, no matter whether they are female or male. And these are countries which are building up the world peaceful society nowadays in the countries of the European Union. This is also United States of America, Canada. So these are Christian countries. So my tendency is much more for the world becoming a Christian place, more Catholic place, because I see the light of peace in the Catholic countries much more than in Muslim countries, for example, or somewhere else. So I'd like it to understand. I don't have a goal to write the most Jewish opera in the world, because this is impossible. This is impossible. I'm not a Jewish rabbi, and as I said, Tchaikovsky is writing very beautiful music about the Swan Lake. It was not a zoologist, he was not a bird keeper. It was allowed to him to have his vision of the Swan Lake and to put his music in this form. Nobody was asking from him to have the the feathers of the birds and uphold of a conductor. Nobody was asking him to remake the swan singing and his music or be somehow very crazy. So everyone's kind of accepting that this is a beautiful music and this is a beautiful story to be told, period. And nobody is trying to make Tchaikovsky dead body earlier because everyone is so envious and so poisonous. So I'd like you to explain to the Jewish guys, yes, maybe I'm not the most Jewish person in the world, but I'm sure I'm actually from Einstein and Rubinstein and Chopin and people Jewish enough to make me the air and to make it possible writing a new opera called Operacomposer. If Jewish people are enormously unhappy about me writing this opera, I'm ready to make just the concert on my own. Just to perform as a singer and to rebuild this opera. It's not important for me that this opera, I was writing it as a accumulation of songs of song diary which was created by me on the road around Europe. So it doesn't have to be opera. It could be just my song diary, and this is just a concert of containing, let's say, like 150 or 50 songs performed by me, and this is all the recording I needed to be a solo singer and just to perform my song diary. This is without any underground involved ever in my lifetime. So if you could be as kind as get this message to some Jewish people and just ask them not to kill me before my death, and I would like to become 100 years old. I think it is my right to choose my country, to choose my style of life, and to choose how old I am. And it is my right to write opera the way I hear it, and it's also your right to create Facebook the way you see it. Because sometimes I think it doesn't look as pretty as it should be, but I'm not running to Luxembourg Park in order to see you, because I think you're creative Facebook, you're saying it this way, and you think in this way it is a useful way, it is a friendly way, and let's go for this one way. And as a creator of my opera and a concert, I think this is an idea to go for. This is a melody to go for, and this is the lyrics to go for. And I'd like to have a possibility to say genius the way I am and to be accepted in the tip. And I don't need anybody in the world intervening in my opera, because opera is usually a product of just one composer and maybe one libretto writer. And I am the libretto writer, so I'd like to be the one person writing this opera, just like Wagner was creating his operas on his own. So he achieved what he wanted, and I would like to achieve what I want without any intervening of Jews, of Americans, of African people, and whomsoever. It's just my opera the way I'm writing it, and it's beautiful, and I'll say it's just a question of music is beautiful and bringing the world to our peaceful, beautiful place, or music is ugly, and I prefer beautiful music, because as a creator I prefer to get a beautiful product into this world, because opera music is shaping the new world for the next 500 years. in row, the next 2,000 years, because opera is something enormously steady, it is something enormously conservative actually. It's usually not changed, it is just staying the way it is. And I'm not rating any soundtracks because soundtracks are having a life of short duration, because soundtrack did not have a chance already to say yes, we are staying there and shaping your world for the next 200 years. They did not get there, so they are not going to be getting there. So I'm writing an opera because I'd like to shape a new world in a friendly, beautiful, peaceful way of creating it. And this world should be here for the next 500 years, for the next 2,000 years. So I'd like everyone who's trying to destroy my opera, just care for your own problems and just not meddle into my opera. Thanks.